there, boys and girls. Are you all having a nice time? I'm not sure going portrait was the best idea with this costume today. I'm now 6.5, maybe 7 foot tall, so I should have turned the phone on its side. Never mind. We'll just give you I was going to say something rude there. We'll just give you the torso shot. Would you like to see the whole? Oh, look at these shoes. Oh, don't they suit me? Yes. And look at these legs. Don't they not suit me? Men's legs look very funny and tight. Good grief! Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Sorry, I have to balance here because I've actually got a Christmas tree on my head. I'm not sure how long this is going to stay, folks. You'll have to bear with me for this episode because I'm really pulling out all the stops here. Just before the show started, I'm just going to stay here for a while because you've no idea how hard it is to walk in these high heels and balance a Christmas tree on your head. Yeah, just before it started, like literally 30 seconds ago, one of my false eyelashes fell off. One of my earrings bounced off and rolled underneath the coffee table, and you've no idea how hard it is to get a mini Christmas tree head under the coffee table to look for it and keep it all together. Anyway, I managed to keep it together, found the eyelashes back on. Can't promise it'll stay on, but there's a close-up. Look at that, beautiful eyes. What eyes, what beautiful eyes she has. What a beauty in general. Yeah, and the earrings are back on. I'll put them back in the Christmas tree as soon as the show is over. I meant to get the Christmas tree up this year actually, but never got around to it, so I'm now caught. Anyway, I hope you like my gear. I got all this from the charity shops. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, do you like my cape? And right, I better sit down before I expose anything more than I want to, and I get taken off the air. Well, hello, boys and girls. It's it's Widow tWankey here, and welcome to today's special Christmas show, the first of 2 special Christmas shows, because next week we have an absolute wonder with you where I promise I won't be dressed as a woman, although some of you I know are into that kind of thing. Hey, and why not? Anything goes these days, particularly in lockdown when nobody's watching. As you can see, my windows shutters are open, by the way. I was very close to closing them before I came out in this, because God knows what the neighbours think. They already think I'm mad. But anyway, I decided to be brave and keep them open. They can treat this as a coming out. Now, we've got lots of terrible jokes on the show today, and that's only to be expected from a normal show, but particularly so because it's pantomime. And as I said, this is the first of 2 Christmas shows. Today I will be on my own, but next week I'll be doing an outside broadcast, and who knows, I may bump into some people that you recognise when I'm out and about in the street, because next week it's going to be an absolute classic. It's going to be a Victorian Muppet Christmas Carol, yes, and there'll be lots of Muppets, including myself. I will be operating Kermit the Frog, yes, because I'm the main man. I will be Bob Cratchit, Cratchit musical joke there, and accompanied by Kermit the Frog, and we will wander around old Edinburgh Town, or old London as it will be converted to for next week. The cobbled streets and gaslit cobbled streets of old London for an exciting little show. Anyway, that's all next week. It's just me this week. I was actually going to have a guest for you this week, but I cancelled them because it was raining so hard outside. I thought it would be unfair. Just give you another shot. That Christmas tree, it's a beauty. Right, well, we're going to get going with some music, because, and I'll explain a lot about how I made this costume, because it really is phenomenal. It's actually made from bits of rubbish, pretty much. Oh, and some real clothes, but God knows what the real clothes were used for. Whoa, I forgot to try this on with the pretend boobs. Not sure there's enough room. I'm going to have to breathe in. James, I'm not joking, right? Okay, as you can see, I'm perspiring slightly. God, this panto's hard work. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it isn't. Oh, it definitely is. Right.
musical opener to the show. That was. Whoops! I've just lost a bauble. I'm not going to try and retrieve that. But my fringe is dropping. Actually, I was having such trouble putting the tree on. It's literally gaffer taped to my head, and not as well as last night for the photo. So it really is starting to slip off. And I just had to. Last night I had this wig sort of tucked underneath it cleverly, but now I just had to tie a knot in it at the back, so it's coming loose. Excuse me. There we go. Right. This is going to be a slow sinking of the Titanic as far as wardrobe goes here. You're just going to see bits dripping off of me as the show goes on, but don't worry, I won't let it get completely naked. It's a family show. I always remember that. Now, what was I going to say? Yes, that was in Dolce Jubileo. Yes, charming tune, and it works great in the accordion actually, for those of you that want to take up the accordion. It's a great one to start with, yeah, particularly Christmas comes around every year. This one almost didn't, yeah, but looks like it's still going ahead. Great. Now, a classic song for the start of a panto is apparently Morecambe and Wise's great hit, Bring Me Sunshine. So, in typical me fashion, I've never tried it before, and I'm about to try it now, live in front of you. Literally, haven't even had a run through of this one. As usual, I've been running out of time. Oh God, can't actually see my keyboard without putting the head forward. Oops. Sorry, eyelash. I'll just sing it. Bring me sunshine and your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me something else is falling off any tears. Oh, we're in tier 3 still. Never mind. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Should really have practiced this, shouldn't I? Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter. I'm probably bringing you quite a lot of laughter, but not necessarily for the reasons I was intending. All the while, in this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Got it right that time. Make me happy. Oh yes, I can do this through the year. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Woo, that was not bad actually. Wow. Right, well, I'm going to give you an in-depth workshop first of all after that to show you how to make your own pantomime dame costume. Oh, I'm caught over it, right? Oh God, the dog's just fallen over. I don't know if you can even see the dog there. I forgot to introduce him. There he is, Pushey-Wushey. So standing in for Wishey-Washey, who couldn't make it to help. Wishey-Washey's, of course, Widow tWankey's #1 pal in the washroom in the Aladdin panto, for those of you that don't know your pantos. And Wishey-Washey's our chum, but Wishey-Washey couldn't make it. I was going to get Toki, my ex-co-host, the live real dog that used to perform with me in the show, to come back from Canada, where he is now, for a one-off special Christmas episode. But he got offered his own TV programme, fortunately for him, I suppose, by the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company, so he's a big star over there, so he couldn't make it, so we had to pull in, literally, Pushey-Wushey instead of Wishey-Washey. Anyway, he's a good boy, he's very loyal, he always stands and does his thing. Occasionally he rolls off, which he's wont to do, but hopefully he'll stay there for the rest of the show. Good boy. Stay, look at that, well trained. Now, speaking of Toki, I've had some more communication from the great man, the great star. You remember him, the one you all used to watch this show for, but some of you mercifully are still watching. Managed to get gaffer tape that was stuck to my head, stuck to the picture of the dog. Never mind, I've actually printed out these pictures for you folks because, God, this is really falling off. Because I know how much you love Toki. Right, just manage like that. This is a new picture sent fresh from Canada. Look at him in fresh snow. Look at it, Toki gambling in the snow. Actually, he looks a little bit pissed off. He's like, where's my pal Sandy and what's all this white stuff? It's really cold. I thought Scotland was supposed to be cold, but this is taking the biscuit. But here's another one before the snow came, a day before. Look, and he's quite happy. He's going, no, it's not so bad over here in Canada. They told me it was going to be horrendous snow. 24 hours later, ah! Yeah, but look at his cool. He's still getting dressed up. You see, I've started something now. He never used to get dressed up, but now he's wearing leopard skin print. Ooh, he's channeling me. So that's what Toki's up to these days. We'll keep you informed, folks, because we're back in communication. He managed to get his little paws working on the keyboard. Tip, 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 tip. And he's been in touch typing and telling me all the exciting things he's been up to in Canada. Now, we've got lots of exciting things happening on the show. Here's an exciting one happening right now because this is a bottle of fig liqueur with real figs in it. It's been sitting at my wife's house for 20 years. And I asked her the other day if she was going to drink it. And she went, of course not, it's been 20 years old. I said, well, can I have it? She went, if you want. So I took it as a little early Christmas present to myself. Right, this is coming off. Sorry, it's actually fallen off. I'm just going to have to rip it off. Oh no, it's not going to come off. Right, I'll take this off. There we go, look. That's not supposed to happen live on the show. Oh God, look at this. This is suffering for your art. This is literally gaffer taping the tree to your head. Right, I'm going to have to just try and tie this on a bit tighter. Bear with me, folks. Sorry, the wardrobe department have let me down again. What was I talking about? Oh God, I've forgotten. Can't remember. Never mind. Anyway, let me tell you how I made this costume because some of you might recognise the Braveheart Eye Makeup here. This was actually half the face a few weeks ago for William Wallace. Yes, those of you that watched the Braveheart episode. And the eyelashes have the eyelash and the hair are actually from Brandy Sequence. Sorry, my alter ego who appeared on the show many months ago. Back in the days when I never thought the show would still be going this time of year, that I'd be dressing up as a woman for a second time on the show. Now this dress is amazing. I actually got this in a charity shop and I thought, oh yeah, this is perfect. I was looking for like a little princess dress or something, but then I saw this one with the Santas. It's fantastic. But how, I've actually got trapped in my seat. How, I hear you ask, because it has a rim, the rim's got caught. How did I get such a fantastic dame-like rim? Well, I made it without wishing to display naughty bits. This has got a sewn in hem of copper piping. Yes, this stuff, copper piping. 10mm copper piping. Things are dropping everywhere. Oh God! Yes, radiators. Luckily I had some spare, and well, I was going to get an old hanger, but I don't have any of the metal hangers to wrap, so I made a circle out of the copper piping. 10mm copper piping, folks. I actually cut it with a proper pipe cutter, just in case anybody ever wants to use it to channel some liquid through later. That sounds terrible. Instead of course I wasn't going to spend hours sewing it in, so I just clipped it in with what do you call it, safety pins, and I put a lovely little border of a hem you would say, of tinsel around it. So that's lovely, isn't it? Now, where did I get these boobs that aren't falling down like the boobs I had for Brandy Sequence? Well, I've got a proper bra this time. That's because very late last night I knocked on my neighbour Joanne's door and asked if she had a bra I could borrow, which is not anything, to be honest, I've ever asked her in the 16 years I've lived here. But she was very obliging. She burst out laughing, ran away and came back with an old bra, which I have 4 pairs of socks in, 2 each side, and that seems to give me a good bust, but maybe should have been bigger actually for a panto dame. Anyway, she just turned up at the door 5 minutes ago with a Christmas card for me, but Joanne always makes her own Christmas cards for me. Look at that, isn't that a bonzer? She is so nice. It says Happy Christmas to Sandy, Happy Christmas from Joanne. But look at that, it's a calling bird or something, 4 calling birds in the front and reindeers and everything. Thank you, Joanne. That's going on the mantelpiece with the other ones. That's the only homemade card I get every year. Thank you again, Davey English, of course, for those wonderful Christmas cards that gave me a few weeks ago. They will be getting sent out very soon. Now, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to taste the 20-year-old fig liqueur, so I thought I'd do this live on TV. So if I die, you can have a laugh. What I'm actually going to do here, seriously, I've just opened this. It's like it's at least 20 years old. It's 30%. Ooh. There's the brand if you want to take a screenshot. Okay, this is what I'm going to do is toast myself and celebrate not winning the online show of the year last night at the Scottish Traditional Music Awards. Oh my god, that is truly foul. Oh, jeez. I don't know if that is actually what it's supposed to taste like, or if it's just because it's been 20 years over the sell-by date. Anyway, I'll drink it later. After I've had a couple of beers, won't notice the difference. Yes, sad. I was actually wearing this gear, believe it or not, having a dry run, as it were, while I was watching myself in the trad. It was only like literally 3 seconds of me with Darth Vader. I did actually send them a clip dressed as Darth Vader where I took the helmet off at the end and said, well, that went surprisingly well. They never used that, of course. It was just a picture of Darth Vader playing the accordion. Could have been anybody in there. And the dog, Toki was on it, dressed as an Ewok, so that was good. I told my parents to watch out for me, but they probably didn't even realise that was me. Never mind. It was good to get on. That was on BBC Alabal last night at 9 o'clock. We tried to watch, but I didn't win. But Duncan Chisholm, wonderful fiddle player. Duncan Chisholm from up north, he won, and rightly so. A great man, a great fiddle player. So I toast you, Duncan, with 20-year-old. With the bitter, I toast your champion win with the bitter taste of 20-year-old fig liqueur. Oh God! Right, I'm just going to wear this like as a hood because I'm not going to get that back on. Sorry, it took 10 minutes before I went, oh, I can have a great scratch now, like Toki. Oh yeah, oh that's great. Oh, a great scratch. Oh yeah. Ah, honestly, what is the poinsettia of this programme? You see, I just had that handy for that comment. Oh, it's going to be lots more like that, folks. By the way, what kind of pet did Aladdin have? He had a flying car pet. Ha ha ha! So I'm just going to dab myself down. As you can see, the makeup's dripping. Right, I better do some more music, because that's what you're all watching for. It's not for the silly stuff. No, that's really boring, the silly comedy stuff. Nobody wants to see that. You want to hear classical tunes. You want to hear proper music. Let's have some proper Christmas music. Wow, it's really hard to sit in a seat with a back when you've got a giant copper ring around your bum. Oops, here we go. Special request. Nobody requests anything these days on the show. I've not had a request for months. So it's a request for me. It's Hark the Herald Angels Sing. But don't worry, I'm not going to sing. It's Hark the Herald Angels Don't Sing. I'm just going to give you the nice tune for that. It's a lovely melody. Ooh, nice. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Well, that was very nice, wasn't it? A lovely Christmas carol there. That's one of the traditional ones. That reminds me of Christmas in the old church in the Church of Scotland in Kirkliston, the village I come from. There's always a Christmas Eve service that I usually go along to with the family on early on Christmas Eve evening, and I sort of let myself be dragged along to it, but actually secretly it's wonderful. I really love it, and I wouldn't miss it. I haven't missed it for years. It's not going to happen this year, I guess. But it's great. There's lots of little kids there. Even have a puppet show. They have a puppet show. Okay, it's a little bit Christian with the message and that, but hey, it's puppets. Maybe something about village. Maybe that's why I got into puppets and stuff. Maybe something strange in the water in the village of Kirkliston. Everybody's into puppets. And they sing Christmas carols, and everybody's wearing tinsel and sparkly, got little sparkly lights and stuff, and Christmas tree. It's just lovely. And and there's always a dramatic breakdown of the new high-tech microphone system and video system. So the wrong words last year spectacularly came up for all the hymns on the video screens all around the church, and the old microphone for the minister kept breaking out and going. So it really is. It's got everything. It's like one of my shows. It's spectacular. But I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that terribly this year. Never mind. Next year will hopefully be better for all of us. Next year I won't be sitting in my own living room wearing women's clothes. Well, not necessarily in public. Now, I've got something rather exciting for you here. I've made up my own version, yes, of the 12 days of Christmas. Now this is not going to be easy because it involves props. And I'm going to, again, I've not had time to actually practice it. But I'm hoping that because I've lined up the props in order, that things will go well. I'm just going to move this full cup of coffee out of the way though, because that's not one of the props, and I can see that going horribly wrong. By the way, later on last night, after I asked to borrow the bra, I went, oh thank God Joanne didn't ask what I was going to use it for, and I got dressed up in all this gear. And I was trying to take the picture of myself on the timer delay on the phone, which is what I always do for the advert. And ding dong, this is like 12 o'clock at night, ding dong! And it's Joanne, and I'm fully made up. And I had to answer the door, fully made up. I go, I know I'm wearing your bra. I should have told you I was into this. Anyway, she burst out laughing hysterically, but she'd spilt coffee all over herself, or all over jammies. Her jammy bottoms were ringing. Where are you ringing from? Oh, the waist down. And she'd spilt it all over her couch, so I was actually wearing this costume, dabbing coffee out of the couch with paper towels and helping her put stuff in the washing machine. Anyway, she didn't seem to bother. She didn't even seem to notice. Anyway, dangerous coffee's out the way. I have 12 props lined up for the 12 days of Christmas here. And did I get as far as picking a key? Yes, I did. I picked the key of C, but I haven't actually tried it out, so I'm just praying. I'm praying for your benefit that this key works. Oh, that's it. Okay, here we go. This is a debut for me and for the world. Let me just lower this chair a little bit. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me an Alan Partridge DVD. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me Toiletries by Dove and an Alan Partridge DVD. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French pens, Toiletries by Dove and an Alan Partridge DVD. Aha! On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I had a brilliant one for this, which was a little squidgy rubber turd with a Christmas hat on it, which I used to post to you and my friend Ewan Wilkinson every year, and he used to post back to me the following year as an evil Christmas present to each other. But I don't know where it's gone. Maybe I threw it out last year. Maybe I thought, I'm now 50 and I'm beyond such childish things. Ha! Didn't see what was coming this year. So I threw it out, so I don't have it. But I was going to have a little turd, and I was going to go, instead of 4 calling birds, I was going to go 4 appalling turds with this little plastic rubbery turd with a Santa hat on it. Anyway, I don't have that, so I'm just going to have to go with random birds. 4 random birds. And, oh God, 3 French pens, Toiletries by Dove, and an Alan Partridge DVD. It's going quite well, isn't it? On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Oh, excuse me. 5 old strings. Oh, excuse me. Good grief, where did that come from? I think it's wearing a bra, trying to play the accordion. Yes, these are actually mandolin strings, genuine old mandolin strings. 4 random birds, 3 French pens, Toiletries by Dove, and an Alan Partridge DVD. Woo! Almost halfway there. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. This one's a bit Continuous. 6 geese are playing. Should be 6 geese are laying, but 6 geese are playing. Look, that's a real goose. Ah, ah, ah. Gobble, gobble. No, that's... Is that what a goose does? No, that's a turkey. Never mind. 5 gold. Sorry, old, not gold rings. They would have been sold if they were gold. 4 random birds. 3 French pens. Toiletries by Dove. And partridge. CD cashback. Okay, so on to 7. How about key change? On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 prawns a swimming. Oh God, I've lost the goose. I've lost the plot. 6 geese are playing. 5 old strings. 4 random birds. 3 French pens. Toiletries by Dove, sorry. And a partridge in a pear tree. DVD. God, there's still 5 to go. I'm going to go back to C. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 dairy milk sponsor. 7, what was 7? 7 prawns. Prawns are swimming. 6 geese. Oh God, the geese keeps getting lost. Geese are playing accordion. 5 old mandolin strings. 4 random birds. 3 French pens. Toiletries by Dove. And an orange partridge DVD. I'm getting into the swing of it now. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladles dancing. 8 dairy milks. 7 prawns are swimming. 6 geese are playing. I was going to do old geese are playing, but that's what you get here anyway, so I had to find a goose. 5 mandolin strings. 4 random birds. 3 French pens. Toiletries by Dove. And an Alan Partridge DVD. We're almost there, folks. Bear with me. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lollies leaping and licking. 9 ladles dancing. 8 dairy milks. 7 prawns are swimming. 6 geese. Where's that bloody goose? Geese are playing. 5 old strings. 4 random birds. 3 French pens. Toiletries by Dove. And an Alan Partridge DVD. We've got enough time. Yes, there's still 15 minutes left. Ooh, thank goodness. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lollies licking, 9 ladles dancing, 8 dairy milkmaids, 7 swimming prawns. That was the Jaws team. 6 geese are playing. Where's that bloody goose? Those gone off a gander. 5. There's no way I'm watching this back today. Old strings. 4 random birds. 3 French pens. Toiletries by Dove. And an Alan Partridge DVD. Yes, we're there at the end. Whew. Boy, do I need a drink after this. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Oh, thank goodness for this bit. 12 drammers dramming. Don't mind if I do. Don't worry, kids. Not really drinking during the daytime, even in lockdown. This is cold tea. Seriously, this. 12 drammers dramming. Oh my God, we're going to get a pipe. 11 pipers piping. Speaking of. I thought I made a wee whistle. No, it's not a whistle one. Don't smoke either. Pipes are bad. 11 pipers piping, 10 lollies licking, leaping, 9 ladles dancing, 8 dairy milkmaids, 7 prawns are swimming, 6 geese. Where's that bloody goose? 6 geese are playing. 5 old strings. Oh my God, I might have been revealing too much. I'm so sorry, kids. We're never supposed to see that. 4 random birds, 3 French pens, toiletries by dog, and an Alan Partridge DVD. Oh my god, that was actually moderately funny to do. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Actually, I managed to remember it all. It's incredibly difficult. I can't actually remember the normal words, never mind the stupid ones I put in. But, oh, that was good. That was a laugh. 12 Days of Christmas. Bet you've never seen a version like that before. Now, I was going to have a nice wee fiddle interlude for you now, a bit of seriousness or a bit of serious playing, but as I say, it's too wet, so I've cancelled the fiddle player, even though I've been trying to get him for weeks. But we'll get him on a show next year when the weather's nice. Doesn't look like we'll be going anywhere for a while, so the show's going to carry on. Don't worry, folks. Now, what was I going to do? Another one. Good King Wenceslas. Yes, Good King Wenceslas. I'm not sure that note's normally in it. My interpretation of it. Enough of that. I think I'm revealing too much again. I just thought I'd give you a little dance there to get the full effect of the outfit. Oh, I had the glasses ready to do the Morecambe and Wise bit for Bring Me Sunshine. I forgot, never mind. Anyway, forgetting the glasses, at least I should worry about with a large wig with a Christmas tree attached to it hanging off the back of my head. Let's see if I can put it on again. I made so much effort to do this earlier. It's just a matter, I'm actually strangling myself, it's just a matter of balancing. Right, God, you'd think that the Trad Awards would have appreciated the kind of effort I got to these shows and give me a bonus booby pride or something. I knew it was bad when they didn't ask me to video an acceptance speech anytime in the last 2 weeks. Anyway, seriously, I was watching the show wearing this garb going, it should have been me, it should have been me. Right, now, one of my friends is actually a real Panto dame. I'm not kidding, I'm not making this up. Barry Hunter, yes, the famous Barry Hunter, is the Panto dame in Perth in the horse cross theatre. Oh, speaking of, reminds me, let me tell you a story about horses today. You won't believe this one. Yeah, the horse cross theatre in Perth. That's where I went up last year with all the family. Back when the world was all kind of normal. Well, as normal as it could be. And I didn't know this, but as soon as the dame, who also actually coincidentally wrote the whole Panto, came out, it was Sinbad, by the way. It was very good, despite the fact that it was called Sinbad. It's a very good play. But as soon as the Panto dame came out, I went, that guy looks familiar. Even under the makeup, he had very similar makeup to this, actually. And it was Barry Hunter, who I did a show with called The Accidental Death of an Accordionist, for many years ago. And he was the bright red tartan suited, wearing electric guitarist and MC of the band in the play. And it was a play, by the way, the Accidental Death of an Accordionist. Anyway, so there he was, and it was an absolute magic play, so that was a bonus. This year, unfortunately, because of the virus, almost all the pantos have been cancelled, apart from one somewhere down in England I saw last night that's managing to keep going. But that's because they're in a different tier system for here. Certainly no pantos going on in Edinburgh, because I would normally go along to the one along the end of the road at the King's Theatre with Grant Stott and all these guys, Andy Gray and what's the other guy's name? Alan somebody. Anyway, they're brilliant, but not this year. But Barry is actually doing his one as a sort of walkabout one around Perth, and little groups can go along, socially distanced of course, and be part of the Panto fun around Perth. So check that out. It's called it's called something. It's behind you or something like that. I don't know. Oh, look, what's that behind you? It's your career. Anyway, you can also do you can also watch an online version of Barry's show. So if you fancy that, go up to Horsecross website or Perth Theatre website, click in Panto, and you can go on your own virtual Panto with Barry. Right, what's that's falling off? It's another earring. Oh yeah. Now I got a special message from my friend Ross Anderson, who you may remember in the Karate Kid episode, turned up at my window playing his cajon, wearing an exceptionally intricate disguise consisting of an old tie tied around his forehead. Well, Ross lives out in Rosewell in East Lothian. Yes, we've got our very own Rosewell. Those of you watching in America, we've got our own very own strange Rosewell in Scotland, and it's very close to Roslin, actually, where the Roslin Chapel is that appeared in the Da Vinci Code. Those of you that are Tom Hanks fans, Tom Twanks. It's lucky he wasn't called Tom Twanks, isn't it? Like me, Widow tWankey. Ross wrote in this week. He wrote in using the Messenger app to show it. He actually sent me a video of me playing in last week's show as Abraham Lincoln. For those of you that don't remember, it looked a little bit like this. It was a picture of his mum dancing with their doggy because I'd suggested that if people wanted to do a bit of ceilidh dancing, they should, and they didn't have anybody to hand in their house, especially people that live on their own, you could use a family pet. And it seems to have caught on, this thing. I've done 2 online ceilidhs now. I did the other one just the other night, and I suggest this yet again, and whoever was working the Zoom call managed to flick around between all the different places where people were tuning in from, and there was somebody dancing with their dog as a partner. It's fantastic. So this could be a new thing. I could combine ceilidh dancing and dog training. This could be a new career for 2021. I can see it. It's going to be a great year. Oh, it's going to be a great year. It's going to be great. Right. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about horse riding, because the Horse Course Theatre. I have actually been out horse riding today. I know, it's crazy. It was a silly idea. My friend Ian Willis, who appeared at the window a few weeks ago to sing Bothy Ballad, his daughter Rose is very into horse riding, same as me, and she invited me out on a hack a couple of times. So went up to the place. I normally go Tower Farm Stables up in the Braid Hills there, just on the south outskirts of Edinburgh. Beautiful. But the horses were all really jumpy, and Rose got thrown off before we'd even left the stable, which is, I mean, it's really unusual for anybody to be thrown off, but Rose, my friend's daughter, was thrown off, and she was all right and very brave and climbed back on. She's only 14 or 15, and went out. All the horses were jumping. Mine kept going. I don't know if it was the weather. It was very dark and it was starting to rain, and we only got out as far as the golf driving range, which is right next door, and one of the horses bolted and careered away up the bridle path. Mine was starting to go. I was tempted to jump over the barbed wire fence onto the road, which would have been disastrous. I might not have been here. It might just have been an empty screen, and that might have been more fun for you, actually, or less painful. And anyway, but after about 3 minutes, the leader, the horse leading lady, Jodie, very very wisely said, "I think we'll just go back," and we went back, and we joined the class inside the big giant shed, which was it was much safer. So yes, horse riding, don't do it unless you're a girl, and unless you know what you're doing. Right, what was I going to play? I was going to play something else. Oh, Away in a Manger, that was it. Away with the Fairies, more like. Right, I don't know if this hair's going to last all the way through this. No, it's not. Never mind, let's just do it. Let's do it. I need to calm the show down. Nice one, Away in a Manger. This get a little bit of a scratch, a rash. Look at that, it's very red. Getting a little bit of a rash from this tinsel. Might just get rid of it. Alright, what else do I have? Oh yeah, when I was going to do the 12 Days of Christmas, I was lying in my bed last night thinking about what I could change the words to. Seriously, going, oh my god, the show's tomorrow. I've not felt anything to do. Amazingly, I've just about got away with it again. Anyway, for the 11 pipers piping, I just brought out the Abraham Lincoln pipe last week because that was easier. But I almost thought of doing this. 11 peppers piping. Since I was using the copper pipe for the hem of the dress. Anyway, yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it. Bad idea. I have got a couple more jokes for you though, in true pantomime fashion. Why does Dick Whittington have a beard? Okay. Why does Dick Whittington have a beard? I don't know, I hear you say, because 8 out of 10 owners know that their cats prefer whiskers. Here's another one for you. What did Cinderella say when the chemist mislaid her photos? Someday my prince will come. That's a good one. I used to have a job as a pantomime horse, actually. Yes, true. But I quit while I was ahead. Now I'm just done. I'd like to mention once again Davy English, who made the wonderful Christmas cards. In fact, I've got one, yeah, in case you didn't see them before. I've got one sitting here, still one I've got to post. Who will be the lucky recipient? This is Davy that writes the poems about this show. Every week I get a poem sent to me on Messenger, or sometimes in the post. He prints them out and sends them to me. A poem about the show. Fantastic. This was the card. I've shown this before, but just in case you didn't see it, this is the card he made. Me, Toki lives my little pal Toki's on the other side of the world now, living in Canada, retired as a dog star. Look at that. He's got a little Santa hat on. In fact, there's Toki behind me. Do you see the picture? I put a little Santa hat on. Oh, look at this. I got this in a charity shop yesterday for 75p. Those of you that know me well know that I'm not only into the girly sport of horse riding, but also the girly sport of ice skating. They are 99% female, what's the word? Done by females. Yeah, anyway, I like to be different. And I don't normally dress like this when I'm going ice skating though. Maybe I should. But the ice rink's been closed. Murrayfield's been a disaster for since lockdown. Really hoping that it'll open again one day. But look at that, it's a tinsel skate. So this is my good luck charm to help me encourage Murrayfield Ice Rink to open. There was some kind of funding from the government this week for ice rinks, even ice rinks in the sport. God, snooker and darts will be getting it next, won't they? So yeah, hopefully something will be saved there because they weren't sure if they're ever going to open again, Murrayfield. Anyway, that's enough about me and my problems. Let's finish with a lovely little Christmas carol. I'm going to probably finish with this next week as well, but that's okay because there'll be a socially distanced group of us. This is just me, solo, wishing you a Merry Christmas. There's still a couple of weeks to go. Everybody's getting the decorations out early this year because it's like, let's make the most of it. We're here at home anyway, so let's just like tart the place up a bit. And quite right too. Here we go. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you all a Merry Christmas home. Oh, one last final thank you to Ricky and Aileen Brown in Kirkliston, my home village, who Ricky has very kindly lent me a Santa suit which I'll be wearing on tonight's Music from Scotland show. I've been asked to do a Christmas special on Music from Scotland, so it will be Santa, possibly one of his elves as well. That's at 7:30 tomorrow night on Facebook, Music from Scotland. So watch it. Thank you, Ricky and Aileen, for that. That's very kind of you, and I will steam it. I'll steam it before I give it back to you. Hey, Merry Christmas, one and all. Tidings we bring to you and your queen. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's another gig that's cancelled this year. Just have to do a live show. Thanks, folks, and goodbye from Widow tWankey.